How's it going, my fellow planeswalkers? Welcome back to my channel. On today's video of MTG Arena with champmoish, we are hitting up once again Proliferation. So my past video was actually somewhat of a success. It got 1,300 views on YouTube, which is a first for me. So I'm quite proud about that. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, so I thought I'd visit Proliferation again. This time I'd hit up the Selesnya colors. And let me tell you, I am very happy with this deck. So I've been playing around with it. This exact brew that I put together right now over here, I literally put it together like 10 minutes ago. So I didn't even trial run it, but we're gonna roll with this. I think this deck should be pretty sweet. So what I'm doing over here is I'm running plenty of creatures that give themselves or other things 1/1 counters. And then I have a few other ways, such as like Courage in Crisis and Ajani, Adversary of Tyrants, to give a few more 1/1 counters away as well. I really should have the new Ajani. I think it's called Ajani the Great-Hearted. I don't have any copies, and I can't really justify using my rare wildcards for that. So for the time being, this is going to be the brew. But yeah, let's get into the breakdown. Before I do, I want to give you guys a reminder to hit that subscribe button. I just hit 100 subscribers yesterday. So yes, let's keep that momentum rolling. So we have 4 copies of Grateful Apparition. I actually redeemed 3 of my uncommon wildcards for a full playset of this, because this card is just so cool. So basically it's a flyer, 2-drop, 1/1 body. Excuse me. Whenever Grateful Apparition deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, you proliferate. So this is great. It works out phenomenally in this deck. If you could get turn 2 Grateful Apparition down, and then let's say turn 3 either Iron Shell Beetle or a Pollen Bright Druid onto Grateful Apparition, or even better yet, a Courage in Crisis on him, it just gets out of hand. In its own right, he becomes a flyer that could deal a significant amount of damage, not even considering the Proliferate ability. But being that it does have Proliferate, every time you attack in with 1/1 counter, it just gets stronger and stronger. He is one of those creatures that fall prey quite easily, but you know, that's why I'm running a full playset. Also, I could always bring it back with the Johnny's -2, so that's nice. We have 2 copies of Growth Chamber Guardian. I only have 2 copies, so 2 is going to do for the time being. This is great because I could put 1/1 counter in it, get another Growth Chamber Guardian in hand. I could either adapt it if I have the mana, if I don't have anything else to do. It's just a nice versatile card. We have 4 copies of Iron Shell Beetle. This is perfect for this deck because it could give anything a 1/1 counter, a creature. So this helps with the proliferation. 4 copies of Pollen Bright Druid. Now this is way better than Iron Shell Beetle because I could either use this for a 1/1 counter or I could use it to Pollen Bright to proliferate. So yes, definitely a lot of versatility here. We're running 2 copies of Huatli's Raptor, which is a nice little creature over here. It's 2/3 body for 2 mana, Vigilance. When Huatli's Raptor enters the battlefield, you get to proliferate. Now, all these creatures you're seeing right over here, I could always bring back with the Johnny. So that's pretty important, and it works out pretty nicely that I could do that. So for example, let's say I did his -2 Ajani, and then I bring Huatli's Raptor down. Essentially, I'm just doing, it costs me only 1, because I proliferate again, so he gains 1 loyalty counter back, which is pretty sweet. Same thing with Pollen Bright Druid. Okay, 2 copies of Courage in Crisis, put a 1/1 counter on target creature, then proliferate. 2 copies of Evolution Sage. This is great to pop off with Nissa. When you do Nissa's ultimate and you have Evolution Sages down, everything just gets boosted into the sky. It's amazing. We have 1 copy of Night of Autumn. Once again, a lot of versatility in this card. It could either come to the battlefield with 2 1/1 counters, which is typically what I find myself doing. But I could use it to destroy a target artifact or enchantment, or I could also gain 4 life in a pinch. So I love versatility. If I had more copies of this, I'd probably run even a full playset. We have 2 Ajani, Adversary of Tyrants. Works out amazing in this deck. So I'm primarily using him for his +1, and then I want to hit his emblem. I'm under the impression if you ever get a Johnny's emblem down, the game is pretty much assured yours, unless your opponent's running Ethereal Absolution or something to that nature, or unless it's just too late in the game that you couldn't do anything. But otherwise, you know, Ajani, Adversary of Tyrants, great card. I'm running 2 copies. 4 Conclave Tribunals, this is a great way to do some removal. 2 Shalai, Voice of Plenty, this is to protect my assets, whatever I want to be protecting. Also, I could always do his 6 mana ability and put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control, which once again works out with this whole proliferation scheme that I got going on over here. Then I'm running 2 copies of Mau. I do have 4 copies. I own 4 copies, but my rule with legendary creatures are I typically don't like to play too many of them because they clog up my hand. Also, Mau is a sitting duck on the field. He's always removed. Like, I've never played him without him being removed. So, Mau, 2 copies. If you keep him on the field and you could keep him proliferating him, he just gets very powerful, very fast, and he has trample, which is great. 4 copies of Nissa, who shakes the world. 1 copy of Vivian Reed. It is my life's mission to get her emblem. I've never got her emblem pop off, and I can imagine when I will, the opponent will just concede. So here's to hoping that my opponent's going to be a good sport and allow me to get the satisfaction of pulling it off. Anyway, we got 9 plains, 10 forests, 3 Sunpellet Groves, and 2 Temple Gardens. So this is Grateful Proliferation. Round 1. Let's go in. That was the deck tech. Let's go into some of the gameplay now. Okay, so I like this very much because turn 2 Grateful Apparition, hopefully turn 3 Iron Shell Beetle, and yes, we're already going to be off to the races. This is actually what I would consider a ideal opening hand. Here's to hoping that my opponent's not about to Thought Erasure me. Oh, that doesn't happen every day. Although it can be cast down. That may happen. Or a Quench, but I haven't seen anybody play Quench in forever. Grateful Apparition is one of those cards. It rarely survives. Yeah, makes sense. That's why I'm running 4 copies. And I could always bring it back with Ajani, so that's also pretty sweet. Okay. I'm just going to come in with the Growth Chamber Guardian. What does this do? Destroy target creature with converted mana cost 3 or less. Quench. Wow. The last time I seen a Quench must have been at least a month ago. Yeah, it's going to be straight up control. This is going to be straight up control. I think I'll probably, you know, oh yes, just what I love to see. I'm probably going to go ahead and Tribunal it. At least I have 2 Nissas. I'm hoping that I'll draw land on time so I'll be able to play one so my opponent won't be able to play around against me too hard. I'm glad to see no Spell Pierce just happened. Yeah, we're for sure getting Thought Erasured this coming turn. So if I could get a Nissa down, that would be ideal. Otherwise, I'll probably just go for the Mau in the next turn, try to give it some counters. Yeah. Okay, that was to be expected. I would have to say that Thought Erasure is the card in Standard I despise the most at this point. I fucking hate Thought Erasure. Oh, and we're about to get Thought Erasure the second time. Or not. Okay, beautiful. So long as my opponent can't Quench me again, I'm hoping... Beautiful. Okay, so we were able to fire this off. So at least now I could create some creatures like this, which is pretty nice. And no, there's no need to do it. I think next turn, I'll just go ahead and do Mau. And then I'll give it a 1/1 counter itself. I wonder what my opponent's scheme is right now. Liliana. So he'll probably create himself. Yes, that makes sense. How do I want to play this? So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to tap it. Get 2 mana. I'm going to untap it. Bring out Mau. Yes, I think this was the best way to play this. And then I'm going to give this the 1/1 counters, which is going to give it 2 1/1 counters. And then I'm going to swing at Liliana like that. I'm going to do 3 damage, which she could always next turn make me sacrifice 2 creatures. I wonder, maybe I would sacrifice a land. I think I would actually. Yeah, I think I would do that. I think that's what I'll get rid of the Iron Shell Beetle. Yeah, I knew that what she was going to do. Unfortunately, I think she has another Liliana in hand, which is a real shame. Because if she has another Liliana in hand, it makes me do that again. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Game was ours. That was nice. And this was with our flyer, the Grateful Apparition, getting popped off early game. Lingering Phantom whenever you... nice. So basically, I have 6,000 coin right now, guys. I'm actually saved up 5,000 coin because I want to do a draft. I've never done a draft at all, so I have to do some research before I do it. I'm hearing it's the way to play, you know, to really get some fun out of it. But anyway, I have 1,000 spirit coins, so let's go into a pack. Okay, so Godfarrow's statue. I've been really meaning to make a deck focused around Godfarrow's statue, essentially just making my opponent's cost of stuff so heavy that they're getting locked down. But I haven't figured out something yet, so I'm still tinkering with it. Yes! 4th copy of Sorin the Vengeful Bloodlord. Okay, so this is really good. Now I have a full play set of this, and I did not even redeem a single rare wildcard. I actually pulled all 4 copies. So I wanted to make Aristocrats deck. I don't have all the pieces to the puzzle as of yet, so I'm probably going to play around with a sort of an enter the battlefield type of deck that utilizes Sorin to bring some stuff back to the graveyard and give everything lifelink. Probably using Lumbering Battlement. If you guys are interested in seeing such a deck, drop it down in the comments below and I'll be more than glad to put one together. Yeah, I'm not going to be greedy, although this is a great opening hand. I'm not Yugi. I don't trust the deck. I have to... Oh, get out of here. Okay, let's hope... Yes, okay, beautiful. That works out great. That's actually really nice. I like what we just saw. Okay. So, as always, you want to go into turn 2 Grateful Apparition. Okay. Yeah, this is nice. So he's probably playing a Proliferation deck himself. It would seem that way. Oh, wow. He's going up to many colors. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm going to let that hit. Yeah, this is the card I needed to see. Okay, so now we got a Courage in Crisis. We're going to really spruce this up over here. I will get rid of this. I don't know if I needed to, but I figured why not. And we're in a pretty sweet spot, boys. Although he's probably going to move this. At least it won't fall to a lightning strike. He'll have to lava coil or... So far, so good. Definitely so far, so good. Oh, this is just beautiful. Okay, so we're going to do it like this. Okay. We're going to pay the 2 life. I'm going to come in with the Pollen Bright Druid. I'm going to give it a 1/1 counter. I'll be able to pull another one from the top of my deck, and it'll also proliferate. All right, so this is working out pretty sweet. If next turn I could roll right on in to another land and I could get Nissa, it's I'm going to go ahead and get cocky and say it's game over. I don't have any more anyway. I wish I did, though. Okay, so he's going to throw this back into hand. There's no way he doesn't. He has to throw this back into hand. The problem is he's going to proliferate pretty well. But I'll just go ahead and Conclave Tribunal it, I guess. So we have Nissa available to us, but I think we have to do this. I think this is the right play. I'm going to go like this. And then I'm going to Conclave this Teferi. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. So I'm going to go ahead and attack at this because even if it proliferates, it's not proliferating anything. So I don't think he'll trade both of these guys off yet. I figured I'd be able to get away with that. So next turn we have Nissa. Oh, come on. Please. Stop. Oh, he shouldn't have done that. He should not have done that. I could swing overhead, unless he could do some removal. Just possible, I suppose. Okay. So. Yes, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go like this. Swing in on this Teferi. I got away with it. No way. I did not think I would get away with it. Okay, so now I'm very happy. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get the emblem. I'm pretty sure. Unless he's going to pull out another one. Oh, that was it. How's that the same Teferi? Oh, I exiled the other one. The other one's exiled. Okay. Oh, I see what he plans on doing with his proliferations. Vitalize. Is he going to attack with everything? I don't think he will. Absolutely beautiful. This is just great, guys. Okay, so how's this going to happen? I might as well, yes, do that. I don't have any more, unfortunately. So there's no need to go searching. I'm going to go ahead. Wait, could I do it again? Yes, I could do it again. I'm going to do that. I'm going to proliferate everything right now. It's going to get out of hand. Okay, oh, why did I take action? And now we shall get some hella counters going up. Do I want to? Yeah, I think I want to get rid of it. I'm going to come in with everything. I want to keep my lands around, actually. This is great. So he can't do anything about Grateful Apparition. Maybe I should have attacked with everything, because now... Is he going to have 6? I hope he's not going to have 6. If he has 6... I did 1 damage. He may be able to... No, okay, beautiful. Okay, so he wasn't able to get away with... Decline. Okay, next turn, I'm going to just go ahead for the emblem. I think we have it. So long as he can't send all my stuff back into hand, or so long he doesn't have another Teferi to send this back into hand, I'm going to get the emblem right now. Furious Obsession. Can you make him unblockable? He can't make him unblockable. He made himself indestructible. I see. Yeah, whatever. That's not a big deal. I'm actually just going to destroy this right now. Not that I need to, but I think I just will. Okay, it's emblem time. Wow. Imagine I had down on the field the creature that proliferates for every land that hits the field. That would be crazy. I'm going to let that enter tapped. Okay, so all my stuff right now, yeah, there we go. So I told you guys, I'm telling you, try out the Selesnya proliferation. It's even more intense than the Simic proliferation sometimes. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do one more match. I believe I showcased the effectiveness of this deck pretty well. This can be mono black. I hate mono black. Okay. We're probably going to see Vamps. Yeah, I think we're going to see some Vamps right now. Unfortunately, we are not to be having our proliferation flyer. At least we'll have Ajani down on curve. Skeleton. Interesting. I actually think... Okay, beautiful. That's what I wanted to see. Say no more. We have a Grateful Apparition down on the field, boys. So hopefully next turn Ajani, pop it on here, go right into it. I think we'll be able to hit off the emblem, actually. So long as this survives. If this survives this turn, or my turn as well. Reassembling skeleton for 2 white. I guess he could seal it away, but I think it's gonna survive. Paladin of the Atonement. Interesting. Okay, so he's gonna be flipping his thing. Suppose I don't want him gaining more life. Although I could have made him pay for these again, but whatever. For the time being, this is pretty good. Oh, okay. Here we go, guys. Here we go. I'm just going to attack with the Grateful Apparition. I do want to protect Ajani as much as possible. Okay, this is nice. So next turn, okay, he's going to swing with everything. There's no doubt about it. So I believe that the best play is hopefully I'm going to get myself planeswalker, forest, and then with that, I'll be able to get Nissa out. If not, I'm just gonna go ahead and proliferate so I could get rid of. Okay, so it actually just got boosted up a bit, which sucks. Okay. All right, make your decision. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't want him to gain too much life. Okay, this is phenomenal. This is actually what I wanted to see. So now my opponent's gonna actually have to split what he wants to do. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is this about to fire off? Is this about to fire off? Give me a second. 5. No, so it's not going to fire off. If I did it now, it would just become a 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to boost this, and I shall boost this, I guess. So we're not going to kill the Sorin this turn, but hopefully next turn he'll fall prey. So this is pretty sweet, guys. We're proliferating pretty heavy right now. I'm not going to get both emblems. I should maybe get one emblem. You know, Iron Shell Beetle is actually a really cool card. It works out very well in this deck. Not as good as Pollen Bright Druid, but I figured, you know, let's do it. I also was playing around. There's a card called Ugin's Construct or Conjurant. Basically, it's a card. The cost of the mana cost is just X. I could pay as many 1/1 counters as I want. Okay, he didn't even give me satisfaction. All right, so anyway, guys, this was our Selesnya Proliferation deck, which I am calling Grateful Proliferation. I love it. I think it's a cool brew. If you guys have any input, drop it down in the comments below. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I hope you have a great day.